Today, we're going to talk about lease options, what it consists of, and why to use them. Typically, I use a lease option for a property that might have some cosmetic repairs, but the mechanics are working, and maybe I don't want to repair it, or I don't want to hire the repair people and pay for the materials. So what I'll use is called a lease option. It consists of two agreements. One is an option to purchase agreement, and what the option to purchase agreement does, it lays out what amount of money you're willing to sell the property completely to the tenants. It also spells out what the tenant's responsibility is to be able to purchase the property for that price. In other words, the tenant will take property as is condition, will make any existing repairs to it. If building permits are needed when repairs are made, tenants will get the building permits to do the proper permits to do the repairs. They will hold the landlord harmless from any mechanic liens in conjunction with any repairs to the property. Will keep the property in well maintained and in good repair shape, and tells you, like if you want $2,000 down for the option agreement, what I normally do is I make the option agreement a little higher than the standard rent, where on a typical lease you'd have the rent close to the same amount as the monthly rent would be. Your deposit would be basically the same. On this particular lease option, we just put the option agreement usually 2 times the monthly rent, and maybe we'll lower the monthly rent maybe $50 off of market. That way it's easy for them to pay it every month. And so on a scenario the rent's $500 a month, maybe the option agreement will be $1,000, and it'll spell out a timeline that they have time to get their credit straightened out and be able to get the property refinanced or whatever. And typically it's like a 2-year option. In other words, I'm going to keep the rent the same for 2 years. They're going to have 2 years to pay me off it. Say if the purchase price is $35,000, they'll have 2 years to pay me off, and they'll pay monthly rent till they pay me off. That's basically, because so it'd be a standard lease plus the option to purchase agreement and a standard lease both. So both parties, they wouldn't be connecting to each other, but it gives them the right to purchase the property for whatever you set the price at. And you would have to give them credit for whatever deposit they put down on the option lease option agreement. In other words, their deposit would be on the option to purchase. So if they put the $1,000 down and your purchase price was $35,000, you would subtract the $1,000 off the $35,000. The balance owing would be $34,000. Okay. I use that a lot because, first of all, it holds down the repairs on the property. In other words, tenants can't call me and say, well, gee, my toilet's leaking or my sewer's backed up, I need a plumber. Bottom line is, gee, you remember it was a rent-to-buy agreement, you signed an option to purchase agreement. In that option to purchase agreement, it spelled out the terms of the agreement, and you said you was going to take care of any repairs and maintenance as they came due and payable. So this is a short YouTube on option lease options. If you have any questions, you can always give me a call at the office here, 765-896-9410. I can help you with that. It's my short YouTube on training on lease options. Have a great day.